I want to tell you a story that describes the character of the people here at Belvidere. One of the newest employees is Ellis, a 21-year-old from Detroit who began working in the paint shop less than 2 weeks ago. I just met DeAndre. He wanted this job so much that he took an overnight bus from Detroit to fill out this paperwork transferring in Chicago to go to Rockford.
I felt it was a blessing in disguise, basically. So, because I had just got fired. I didn't know what I was going to do. So when they had called, I was ready. I was pumped for it. I got my pillow and my clothes ready. I knew I was going to have to get on the Greyhound. I sold my video game to get the money to, get on the Greyhound, to get back, whatever.
This is a great story as far as it goes, but what happened next is what makes this truly inspirational. You see, DeAndre couldn't have made it without the help of a caring community right here at the plant.
Well, he came in to sign his paperwork, and I happened to come out of my office, and there he was with a pillow and his backpack, or a book bag, and I thought that seemed odd, so I said, how are you doing? How'd you get here and everything? He talked about the bus and a one-way ticket, and I said, gosh, you're not going to be orientated for a couple of weeks. How are you going to get by? And he wasn't real sure, and he didn't know where he was going to stay. So I said, well, you live in Detroit? Yeah. And I said, well, I'm from Detroit area. So I said, well, why don't you hang out for a bit, and I'll take you home tonight. So I drove him home and dropped him at his dad's place and gave him my phone number and said, when you come back in, let me know, and I'll pick you up and take you to orientation, and we'll get you started. We spent all day, talking to the Salvation Army and the UAW and everybody we could get our hands on. So we finally got him a little place to stay. Not great, but it was a place for free for a couple of weeks. I went out and bought him sheets and towels and stuff, so he had things for him, and we got him going.
Everybody's taking me under their wing, basically. They call me the baby around here because when I'm my first day, I walked into the gate. Some big guy, I forgot what his name was. He looked at me, he's like, man, you can't be no older than 16. I'm like, no, man, I just turned 21.
I'm told DeAndre is doing a great job, and his fellow workers really appreciate his infectious smile.
It was just something, I talked to him for a few minutes, he touched my heart, and I think God just kind of told me, hey, you need to help this guy. And of course, 20 years ago when I was coming back from North Carolina trying to get up north, and somebody helped me, and that's why I told him. I said, nobody wants anything from you, but hey, by the way, 20 years from now, when you're doing well at Chrysler, you get your 20 years and so forth, and you see that same situation, you need to help them out.
You just got to accept your blessings when they come. So up and every day is a blessing for me. So